Morning, welcome back to Weaste Allotments. I know it's been over a week since I last did a video, but I've not been too well, so we've had to curtail the videos for for then. Now we're not too bad. Yesterday we come down and we did a bit of seed sowing and a bit of planting in the greenhouse. It was raining all yesterday. So yeah, we kept to the greenhouse. I didn't want to catch another bloody death of cold or another chest infection. So yeah, anyhow, I've got a load of clips to show you. So we're going to string them all together right now and I'm going to show them you. So here they are. What we're doing today are dahlias, and we're going to do the pom-poms first. So I'm just reason why I do this is because anything what comes out around the edges is a weed, and I can automatically just pull it up or pull it out. Whatever comes up in the centre is more than likely to be the actual plant that you've sown. Right, so these are the pom-poms we're using. Pom-pom mix. Now then, we're going to get the seeds. No, we haven't got the same sort of a tool as Nigel Muddy Boots has got. The piece of equipment that he uses is more sophisticated than what I'm using right at the moment. But these are the dahlia seeds. I don't know if you've seen that little plastic thing that he does to separate his seeds. Well, these things are even big enough for me to see. So what we're going to do, we're going to put two. Oh, trust me, it dropped 3 in that one. But we're going to put 2 of these seeds per station. And if 2 comes up, oh, no big deal. 2 comes up. Yeah, only one went in that one then. So we just got a few more to do. I'm just gonna get a few more seeds. Don't need many. Oops. Put that one in there. And there we are, we're all done. Now I'm going to give these an heavy watering. I just run my hand over that, just make sure everything's. I'm just pressing it down, just making sure that the seeds come into contact with the soil. Germinate a lot quicker when they do that. Now we're just going to give them a real heavy watering. Put a propagator lid on them. Label. Got to put a bloody label on it. I've not done a label yet. Right, let's do a label now. So there we go, dahlia. On the other side I've got pom-pom mix. Put that in there. We have got a propagator lid somewhere. There we go. There's the lid. Could have got in further. Ah, there we go. So that's the pom-poms. What we've got to do now, we're going to crack on with these dahlias. These are the dwarf double mix. So I'll set the camera up for them as well. So be right back, guys. Well, we're just doing a few dahlias today. When I say a few, well, we're doing a couple of trays. I'm using my very expensive dibber here. Very hard to get hold of these. If you look inside your kid's pencil case, you might find one. But they make great little dibbers, and that's what we're using to do his seeds. Now we've just done some pom-poms. What we're going to be doing now are these dahlia double dwarf mixes, and yeah, these grow over half a metre in height. We've just done some pom-pom ones there. They grow to just up to a metre. So you know, when you're setting your borders out, guys, make sure you take into consideration the height. So that's the dahlias we're going to be doing, and I do really need to write a label. I'm just going to write a quick label on here, so just bear with me, and we can start the putting them in. And what are they? Dwarf doubles mix. Right, I could do with a better pen than this. Bloody terrible. Anyhow, there's the label. Right, now then. Actually, more this way, isn't it? All the seeds down to the bottom. Rip it open, and we're going to get stuck in here. Let's have a look at the dahlias. Oh, hey, you don't get many of these, do you? I think we're going to have to do one per station here. So that's what we got. So we're going to put one of these per station. I don't know if you can hear that like growling sound there. Hear that? That's a blue jay. Noisy, but oh, drop two in there. We might have to dig that one of them out in a minute to fill the rest of them. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough to do them all, you see, so we're going to have to start fishing some of these doubles out. There's one. Couple more in the bottom of this packet. Ooh, I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Hang on, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 2 more there. Sod it, we'll put them in as well. Alright, so we're going to press these down. Make sure they come in contact with the soil. Germinate a lot quicker. There we go, almost done now. There's compost over the top. back in the tray now. Give them a good watering. Put the propagator lid on them with the labelling, and leave them to their own devices. Probably put these in the middle greenhouse. Getting a bit too crowded in this one. So there we go, we've got the double mix dahlias, and we've also a little bit earlier done some pom-pom dahlias as well. Right, so what we need now, label, and a lid. There we go. So that's them. So that's again the dwarf double dahlia mixes. We'll probably put a load of these in the borders of in the front part of the plot, and we'll give a load of these away to everybody else who wants them, really. So that's the dahlias done. We've, like I say, we've got a load more planting to do, so I'm going to crack on with that. I'll be right back. I'm just going to set another tray up. Hi guys. Just in Wilkinson's, and they're getting rid of a few of the bulbs there for a third of what they normally cost. So I just got these Osters, and well, there's 3 different varieties, 3 different ones there. And what we're going to do, we're just planting them up into these pots now. In fact, there's actually, as I can make it, there's 4 here. So yeah, it's not too bad. I think I can live with that. I'm just try to sort of take a bit of soil out to put them on. That one's quite a big one, so yeah, give it a bit of a deep hole. Yeah, something for nothing, really. Hopefully they'll right themselves shortly. Really, these should have been put in the ground, or they should have been planted about a month ago. But they're doing all right. We'll give them a watering and see how they do. I'm running short of space here at the moment. Let's put this other one. In fact, I've got 4 here, believe it or not. There's actually 4. I'm just thinking, do I put the 2 together? No, I won't. I'm going to separate them. Yeah, we'll just get the roots and make sure the roots are all submerged. Can leave a little bit sticking out. Stuff I'm using here is this is that clover compost. So you know, that's all. Use a bit of it. So we're thinking we're getting 3, and well, it turns out we're actually getting 4. So yeah, I can live with that. There's the other one. Get it in there. Make sure all the roots are all covered. In fact, I can just come over the top of this, it'll push through on its own accord. Yeah, just firm it down, and yeah, we'll give them a light watering. Oopsie daisy. There's number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4 is over there, the bigger one. So there we go. I don't know if you can see all of them there. Not all in shot. And there's the other one just there where my finger is. So we got 4 of them. Right then, we might as well leave them in here. Just find somewhere to put them, that's the problem. Put them in front of this little grow house, I think. Let's see how they fare. In fact, yeah, we can put them there for the time being. I've got one more surprise here as well. Be right back. Probably are wondering, what is that little plant there, Mark? Well, guess what? It's a quince. Yes, we're going to try and grow quince. Cross between an apple and a pear. They taste bitter as hell if you try to bite into one. But if you do them simmer them in sugar and honey for long enough with a bit of lime, it breaks them down and they taste absolutely divine. So there we go, we've got the pot all surrounded, so we're just going to lift the pot out, give it a squeeze, see if we can free a few of these little roots up here. The reason why I'm doing it in a square pot is because I don't want it to go, see how these roots have gone round and round and round on the actual in the pot. Well, using a square pot, they should hopefully go to the sides and in the corners. Well, that's the idea anyhow. I'm just going to plant it to where it was originally planted. We're going to give it a watering. Again, we're going to leave it in the greenhouse until it picks up. When it gets warmer, we'll put it outside. It's going to take a few years for this to grow into a proper tree or into a bush or whatever. So we've got a long time, but we can keep it in here, keep it in a corner, and hopefully we'll get some quinces in about 4 or 5 years time. So all that remains for me to do now is give it a drink of water. Give it a good watering in. Should do that. And yep, that's the flowers the quince gives off. Beautiful flowers, aren't they? I mean, the soil that it's in is a well drained soil, so there should be no problems there. And you can plant it between April and, well, July really. And since we're only a couple of days away from April, I thought, what the hell, stick it in. So, you know, should grow to about, well, 1.5 metres, 5 foot tall. It won't grow much bigger, hopefully. If it does, what the hell, we'll find a place for it. But yeah, it's actually starting to get a few little leaves on it there. Apparently the quinces grow off the ends, the tips of each of these branches, so the more branches the better. And they've got very nasty little spines, I've just noticed there. So we're going to stick a label in that so we can remember what it is. The only trouble is, there it is, I just left me lost my pen. So quince, let's turn that over. God, need somewhere to write it on. So anyway, we just leave that in there just so we know what it is, a quince, so we don't cock up and think it's a gooseberry, because it looks very much like a gooseberry that at the moment. So, anyhow, there's a little bush. Really, I needed to pan the camera out, but hey ho, we're winging it here. So we've been planting some bloody plants today. Yeah, I think it was £3. Yeah, there we go. That's how much it cost, £3. Actually, it was reduced to £2. So because we got some, like I say, asters as well. Asters, we're supposed to have got 3, we've got 4, and they was reduced as well. So you know, it's all right. They're starting to reduce the actual bulbs now because they should all be in by now. But saying that, they reduce them some more. I'll keep buying them and putting them in because they will come back, they will grow. So I'm going to find a place for that to go now. It's all finding places for everything. So like I say, what we're going to do now, we're going to go on a tour and I'm going to show you what the place looks like at the moment. We actually put a new water tank out here, so I'm going to show you that and meet you back here in a bit and tell you what else we're going to be doing. So further ado, let's crack on. Okay, it's a bit windy today, but it's a beautiful day. Sun shines, absolutely gorgeous. This is that new water butt that we've put in here. Today's Wednesday, by the way, Wednesday 30th, and that was put in a day or two. Well, it was put in what was it put in? I can't remember. I put it in. Was it yesterday, day before? Anyhow, it don't really matter, but look at it, it's full right to the top. This is the greenhouse. There's the other water butt. Something similar, the way I've done it there. The only difference is there's a drop there. Could be my Vidalta in it, so I just cut the bottom of the pipe and made it to suit. It's it just does the same purpose. And as you can see, they work anyhow because they're all full with water. So let's come on to the plot. I'll show you what's happening. Well, this planter here, when I come on yesterday, all along here was dug up and there's a little present left there. Yes, the cats have been doing their number 2s in my bloody planter. And these blue standings, I lost a row of them anyhow, so I'm a bit gutted about that. But we will be putting herbs in here shortly. There's this new shed, it's looking okay. Still need to get down here and get all this rubbish out of these strawberry beds. This is what I want to show you. These, I just put my broad beans out here to harden off in my coal frame. They're about 8 inches high. These are my peas what need to go out shortly, will be going out. They're about 6 inches high. They're absolutely fantastic then. Look at them. I'll just keep them covered up for the time being. We got a few runners there, strawberry runners, and we've got the liliums are starting to come up, but nothing with the begonias yet. Sun is won't be long before it'll be drying all these chairs out and table, so I'll be sitting out here in a bit when it warms up. That's the herb bed, one of the herb beds. The bloody sorrel is doing wonderfully, and I didn't swear, that's what it's called, bloody sorrel. But which is that one over on the far left. Next to it's pennyroyal, which is starting to come up. The calamari starting to come up. The bergamot starting to come up. The golden oregano starting to come up. The marjoram, well, that's doing what it does best. And the little bay tree is looking wonderful. Actually, it's 2 trees, one twisted into the other. Some oh god, what the hell is that now? Rosemary there. And well, these again, little hard standings, I think they're called blue standings. They're looking really nice. They won't be long before they're looking really good. Let's come in this greenhouse. Let's get out of this bloody wind for time for a minute or two. Whoa, it's really warm in here. Right, so what we've got here, we've got a couple of buckets of Kestrel. The other 2 buckets of this is in the other greenhouse. 4 buckets of Adam Pilot, 4 buckets of Duke of York. No sign of him yet, but like I said, they were putting on the 17th. It's only been 13 days, guys. You just see me planting the quince there. We're going to leave that in the greenhouse for the time being. Keep an eye on it, see what happens. These I'm trying to think what they are now. Osters, that's it. I keep calling them asters. Hosters. The reason why I call them asters, that was it, astras I was calling them, is because I had a little Vauxhall Astra. I give it my lad with 12-month MOT and 6-month tax. And what did he do? He took it stock car racing. Yeah, that's one I'm not going to forget in a order. And he didn't even win, which was even more annoying. What else we got? Well, we just took these beans out of here. Let's just come down here and sit on this chair there. Right, these are the greyhound cabbage, what we just repotted. And well, you didn't see me do that. I think there's a video, a little clip, I'll show you that again. The leeks are doing okay there. We're going to put another tray in here and we can move some other stuff into here. Do a bit more, do a few more seeds. As we look down here, we can just see 1 or 2 of the dailies are just starting to sprout now. They're not all doing it, it's just 1 or 2 of them. So it's not going to be that long before we start seeing these. Inside there are the all year round collies what need to go out because they're over a foot tall. They're me rhinoculus in the middle, and around the outsides they're actually crocuses. Or no, irises, I think they are. Irises round the outside. They should have been out long ago. Someone brought me a little present there yesterday. Little hedgehog. It's turning into a menagerie in here. We've got hedgehogs, we've got rats, we've got cats, and we've got money. You're probably wondering who the hell's that there. Well, that's my mate Barry. He lives up there in Ayrshire in Scotland. I've known Barry for a long time, and it's been that long since he's had a girlfriend. He's got lots of cobwebs on him now, girls. Barry's single, and he comes on my YouTube channel, and yeah, he's a nice lad. So I'm just saying, girls, he's single. Oh, Barry, I told you I was going to do it. Anyway, let's leave Barry and the menagerie alone. And Puss in Boots, I don't know. Oh, there are a couple of bays there, what we got in there. These are spring onions. Inside there we got some cucumbers, and we only put them in earlier, and you didn't see me do these blue late, but they're climbing beans. So we're going to come out of here now, and we're going to head into the plot. Right. Well, as you can tell, I haven't done the strawberry beds yet, and no intentions of bending down there and doing me back in at the moment, so they're going to have to stay there. But as you can see, we've got tulips coming up here, loads of daffodils, tulips everywhere. And daffodils, everywhere you look you see tulips and daffodils. The bushes are starting to get the buds on now, and they're starting to burst out, so there'll be leaves on these shortly. I couldn't tell you just how many different varieties of daffodils I've got, but I bet I've got about 15, and I must have twice that in different varieties of tulips here. See, there's actually leaves starting to burst out here, and there's leaves on these just starting now. So, you know, they're black currants. These ones here, my gooseberries, so they're just starting to get the leaves back on them. in the corner here is rosemary. In most of these, in each of these corners on these back row, I've got rosemary. These daffodils are spent, the ones what are running along the back here. But what we do, we've got to leave them for at least 3 weeks, and then we cut them back. We just want all the energy to go back in the bulbs for next year, and so that's why we're just leaving them as they are at the moment. But as you can see, you've got loads and loads of tulips all starting to come up all the way along here now, in the middle of the beds. The trees, well, there we go, there's the first signs of leaves, and the buds are just starting to open now. On that one there, that's a peach. This one here, this tree here is a peach tree. This one's Cox's orange. This one here is baking apple Bramley. And this one's a pippin, Cox pippin. They're not very good, but at least they give me apples, that's the main thing. That there with all the little leaves, it's actually got quite a lot of leaves on that. That's a blueberry. I'll be putting some pine needles in the bottom of that later on, in about a week or two. It does really well in that bucket, so you know, leave well alone. I could do with replanting it, I suppose, but I'm going to leave well alone for the time being. This here, I've got to repair this particular plant. It's broke. These are my onions, they're doing alright. There's the scaffolding boards to actually repair this plank just over there. It's a good point of this, isn't it? We're going to clean this half of this bed out here, because we'll get rid of these shallots. They've done really, really well. I mean, just look how well they've done. Bloody nightmare. That's what's happened there. The ground's lower there, so we're going to put a load of compost in there and build it up and turn it over and get. See, it wasn't dug over last year, so we're going to sort that out. I get my lad just to turn that over for me, and we'll put a load of compost and what have you on top of it, and then replant a load of onions. We've got a load more onions and shallots and what have you, what we can put in. We'll start them again because they look really, really bad. The onions at the other end look fantastic, and the garlic over here, this Solent White, again, that looks really good. Give them a drink of Epsom salt shortly. These cabbage are starting to pick up. They started to grow, then they stopped. It's just the weather what's making them stop and start. But yeah, we've got some winter cabbage there. We've also got some ball cabbage at the back. I think there's 8 of them, and there might be 12 of the others. Got a load of raspberry canes to sort out there, and then white buckets. They're in water at the moment. We'll have to take care of that really shortly. Let's walk over here. Let's go over here and show you the pond. We've not been over here really very much. We have got frog spawn in there, and it's doing wonderfully. Just along here is a load of spawn. You can't really see it now. I'm not going to bend down, but we've got some daffodils, smaller varieties coming up here. Hopefully these geraniums might come back, I don't know. This is a fig, it's got a few buds on it, so we'll keep an eye on that. There's nothing in this bed here. This is empty. We're going to turn it over shortly, and we'll probably put these cabbages in here. That's what we've got that for. Right, there's nothing in this one here. That's empty. That'll be good. That'll be putting me my parsnips in there, I would imagine. But yeah, this garlic's doing wonderfully. Just watch me step in. I'm just going to step down. It actually drops this. It's higher than the normal plots. That's how much soil's been added to it. Right, let's come down here and show you me rhubarb. Got to be careful where I'm walking here because I've got all these bloody boards, all these big joists here, 5x2s. We're going to be using, is it no 4x2s them I think. Yeah, we'll be using them for something else very shortly. Here's my rhubarb. Look at this rhubarb, it's doing wonderfully down here. Well chuffed with that. This is a couple of Harris fences. I've still got to get the other 2 yet from off my mate over there, so we're going to have 4 of these. Got a plan for them. A man with a plan. That's leaf. Dangerous that, isn't it? This is where my peas are going to be going up against. I'll show you where I'm going to put my peas in a second. But the rhubarb does exceptionally well here because it's sheltered, it's dark, and, well, as you can see, it's all coming up. All the leaves are starting to come back on the brambles. This is what we want. Bit of cover from the fields at the back. We have been training them all along here. This is my next door neighbour. He needs to tidy that up. I don't know. Anyhow, all the buds are starting to come on the that's another black currant. Now that's Vimto, where you get the Vimto currants, really big currants. This is a rosehip. Again, notice all the spiny stuff here along the back, guys. It's just to stop people wanting to come through onto the allotments. Right. Wow, I filled that up to the top the other day. You little buggers, they've had it all. I bet I'm going to have to put water in as well. Yep. They're down to the last couple of inches of water. We'll come back to them in a bit. As you can see here, this is where the beans are going, the broad beans. We've got bloodfish and bone here. We'll be digging that in shortly and putting the beans in shortly. Another 2 days. Look, just hiding them off in the coal frame at the moment, as you just saw over there. Elephant garlic and porcelain white. Are they porcelain white? Let's have a look what they. Yeah, these are porcelain white garlic. And as you know, there's nothing in this bed here. The lemon balm either side of the bench there is starting to come back up. We took all the dead stuff off there, and as you can see, it's starting to come up again. It's great when you're sat there and you can look at the girls. I won't have that sheet will be moved shortly. I'll put a smaller one in over there, you know, the blue sheet there. We'll move that and I'll be able to just sit on this bench here and watch my girls. Right, let's have a quick nip in here. Well, there's the other 2 kestrel over there, Charlottes and Swift. Inside here we got dahlias. Just stuck them up here, high up, where it's warmer. Along here we've got greyhound cabbage. We've got radicchio. That one there is radicchio. It's like an ornamental cabbage, lovely colours like purples. Moving on along here, we've got a golden acre cabbage, we've got more cauliflowers, cylindrical beetroot, we've got sweet corn in these 2 trays here, and we've got a whole host of different things in here. Right at the very bottom, we've got chilies and peppers and tomatoes. Coming up, we've got oh god, I forget what they all are now, but there's some herbs here. We've got zabroon, banana, shallots. We've got tomatoes starting up. There's 4 different varieties of tomatoes. I'm not showing you that clip neither, so we're not going to go into that one just yet, but we're going to leave it for the time being, and we'll come back and show you what we're doing. I'm just looking up here, see what's happening with this grapevine. And well, we'll get a few buds just starting here. The bud there, you know, the buds are starting, so hey ho. We've actually got another one, a smaller one, what's got to go in the front greenhouse, and we've got a load of little ones here, so if anyone who pops down to the allotments, I'll be giving one of them away when they start to get some leaves on them. I'll pot them on, and yeah, be nice little gifts then. I'd like to know how Alan's is doing. Well, obviously it'd be doing like mine, there'd be no leaves on it at the moment. But I can see buds starting to form here. So yeah, let's close this one up. Yeah, they took a right hammering with that, the weather, the wind and what have you, and the rain, what we've had over the last couple of days. Looks are deceiving on the allotments today, I can tell you. It's it wasn't like this yesterday, it was gale force winds. These hydrangeas are doing okay. We've got some lovely colours here, we've got some reds, blues and whites. There's even a pink one there by looking at it. The mint's starting to come back. It won't be long before the basil starts to come good again. Nothing in the bird box there. Again, all these planters, there's loads of tulips coming up. These are the daffodils have already been up, but we'll leave them for another 3 weeks before we cut them back. And we've got a whole host of more tulips here and daffodils all coming up. Double-headed ones. There's all sorts of different colour daffodils. Again in this bed here, more daffodils coming up and tulips all the way along. It's going to look absolutely lovely again shortly. We're starting seeing buds on this. This is a gooseberry. That's a gooseberry. These are all gooseberries except for that currant over there. Sorry about the camera guy. I'm sat to hold the camera up and use this bloody walking stick. That arch over there, the top, was over here the other day. We've put it back up there. We need to secure it somehow. We'll do that in the near future. So basically that's the front part. We're back to the front again. So I'm just going to close that, bring the frame down there and just leave it open slightly. In fact, I think I'll leave it like that for now. It's doing no harm. Now the plants inside can get a bit of an airing. Right, so let's go back up into the front greenhouse and tell you a bit about what's happening later on. Well, as you can see, everything's looking absolutely fantastic out there. At the moment I've been playing catch up on all your channels and I've been watching a lot of you making these wormeries, and I've got to shake my head at you all. You're wasting your money, spending fortune on your worms. I notice you're buying your worms online and you're paying up to £10 for a little farty pack like that of worms. Do yourself a favour guys. Now I'm just going to show you these worms here. Check these out. Morning YouTubers. Right, what you're looking at here is a match pack, half of a match pack. The match pack of worms costs you £6. I would have preferred to have got half a kilo, which is £9, and that's like 3 times the amount of what you see here for £9. Now when you're shopping online, when you go online, you probably pay £10 for what I've got in my hand there. You buy a packet of brandlings online from wherever. But do yourself a favour, find out where your local tackle shop is and go in and ask for that half a kilo of worm or a kilo, just depending how much you want. I mean, a kilo costs you probably 17, 18 quid, and that you probably can do the best wormery you're ever gonna need, basically. Even half a kilo's enough worms, but if you get more worms working on your compost, the better. But these are what you call brandlings, and these are the smaller ones, which have just dropped out me. These small ones there, them tiny ones, they're called red worm. That one there, what's on the tip of my fingers, are red worm. The rest of them are brandlings. Like the red worm, I use these for fishing, perfect for bream and carp. They love them, but yeah, they don't half work well in your compost. So for God's sake, don't go buying stuff online, because you pay 3 times the amount for half the price. For a third of what you will get in a tattle shop. So there we go. These worms here, well, I'm going to just chuck them in my compost. I don't need them. I'm not going to be fishing for 2 more weeks, so these will go into my compost bin. And when I want to take a few out,
I just help myself, but you know, for my fishing. But these ones are the lucky ones. But yeah, a pound of worm costs you no more than 8-9 quid. In fact, just over a pound. We work in kilos when we're fishing, so a kilo of worm is £2 4 ounces, and that is more than enough to start a wormery off. But yeah, just look at them worms there, guys. They're absolutely lovely, aren't they? Oh well, let's go and put them in the compost bin. That was the heads up on them. Right, I think we'll finish. I'll show you my girls. Show you how they are. Running around my feet. So let's have a look at the girls, see what they're up to. Well, here's my girls. I believe Julie's just got some chickens there. But these little darlings have all got little bands on the feet, so I can tell them apart. These bands are specially designed, so they just clip over the feet. Sometimes they come off, like there's one of them in here who's lost a band. But I see the little purple band there. See that one there's Katie, this one's Gemma, this one is Lisa with a blue band. So that's how you can tell them apart. Courtney. Look at this little darling here, hey? What are you doing here, hey? Hey, what are you doing? Very mischievous here. But I'm going to try and run the gauntlet now and get out before they all come charging out. What? Very inquisitive. Aren't you? You're very inquisitive. Look at this. Hey, you leave my bloody watch alone, you tearaway. Hey? Beautiful little things. Aren't you? You can't come up behind... Try to get behind me. I don't know. What you want? Hey? What you want, you bugger? Hey. They're just waiting for me to open that door, and they all go for the door. None of them get through it, like. This was all beautiful wood chip this about 2 weeks ago, and they've turned it again to soil, basically. Look at these tree legs. Hey, they're not. Once they get used to you, that's it. Trouble is, you're stepping on them when you're kind of running round your feet trying to get to you. Anyhow, I'm going to leave you with that picture there. Leave you with the picture of Gemma. There she is, yellow band on her foot. Beautiful little bird. Well, as you saw there in the clip, they're all over me. Very tame. Lovely birds. They look a lot like Julie Drake's. They look a lot like her birds, but they're not. These are Nova Browns. They're actually molting at the moment. I don't know if you really paid any attention there in the video, but above it is the roof is completely covered. The birds don't like getting particularly wet, and there's like windbreaks all the way around. Whichever way the wind's blowing, you can be guaranteed the chickens will be at the back of that windbreak in that position, keeping the wind off themselves. So it's always wise if you've got a pen to put a few of these windbreaks around your pen, so your chickens can basically get out of the wind. My girls, like I say, they know where to go, and it's whichever way it blows. They've actually got a bit of shelter. They can actually see through. They can actually look out and watch what I'm doing while I'm moving about the plot. But yeah, there we go. That's the first update for a while. Like I said, I've not been too well. Went on that match and it nearly killed me. But yeah, I'm getting better. Yeah, it was bloody hard work that for third, but yeah, I'm not fished a match there for about 5-6 months. And that's another thing as well. If any of my mates are watching, I hope you've all got your rod licenses, guys. You know the score. You get found without one, massive fine. Up to, I think it's £10,000 fine for not having a rod licence. So it's definitely worth having one. Only about 28 quid, if that. Right, in the next episode we're going to be putting these peas out. Now I think I was talking to Muddy Boots. I was watching Muddy Boots doing his peas there, and he tells me last night he was putting his peas out, and he started some more peas off in gutters. Well, to be quite honest with you, Nigel, my peas are like, well, you just seen them in the clip there, they're about 6 inches high. They need to go out, but at the moment I'm a bit of a problem with my bloody back. I can't sort of bend down, and as soon as I can get some more movement in my back, we're going to get them in, and we're also going to get these broad beans, because the broad beans are out in the greenhouse here, and they should be outside. We may have to cover them in fleece. I do know if I take them out right now and leave them outside, they're going to suffer. So what I'm going to do is put these into the cold frame and harden them off for a couple of nights, and then probably put them out around about Saturday, I would imagine. So there we go, that's the update, and that's what we're going to be doing in the next video. So I hope you like what you saw, guys. I'm just going to do a bit of pottering about. I've got a lot more seeds to do today, so I'm going to start doing them. I'll show you them in the next episode as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.